What the fuck is up, y'all? It's Rezin 47, and we have reached the singularity. This is the end of the Helium saga, a double series finale in honor of Mary Timony's born day today. First part was the Helium discography ranking, and the second part is going to be sounding off on my top 20 Helium songs of all time. This band has already reached my top 5 bands of all time. Mary Timony has already reached my top 3 singers of all time. And in record time, there's no other artist that I have let into my life that has impacted me this hard and this quickly. Not now. This was a very tough list to put together. Songs got eliminated. Songs got changed in rankings. Some were ranked a little higher. Some flew up in ranking. You know, I can't do only like top 10. This band has way too many classes just for that. It's going to be top 20 to really hammer home how much this band means to me. So, we'll waste no more time with it. And sign in with my number 20 from my favorite Helium album, The Dirt of Luck. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched that video yet. It's going to be Silver Angel. Love this song. The carnivalish organ that pops up every like 4 bars sounds really good. But my main love for this song are Mary Timony's vocals, and love how the verses were done, going back and forth between 2 different deliveries. But once that chorus hits, done, game over. Those falsettos are just pulverizing, just face melting, so good. And then the guitar lick that comes in the bridge right after, so like, I don't know, it's indescribable. But Silver Angel is a winner track. Mary Timony really went in on this one. Number 20, Silver Angel from The Dirt of Luck. Okay, next up at number 19. This is going to be their debut record from 1992 on Warped Records, called The American Gene. And first off, okay, I've lived on the southeast side of Kansas since 2006, and I am not the least bit country at all. If you know me, I eat, sleep, and breathe hip-hop. But this is not a full country song. It's almost like a novelty track, but it's that exception to the rule for me. Mary Timony's voice in this song, 92. This is my favorite voice of hers ever. 92 to 95. She's almost my age in this song, which is insane. 21. I'll be that in 10 days, so that's kind of funny how we're kind of close together. But, yeah, the lyrics, the song titles should tell you what they're about. Like I said, it's kind of like a novelty track. But that voice, it gets it a pass. And it's more rock than it is, like, I don't know. It's more rock than the lyrics would lead you to be. So yeah, it's a personal favorite of mine. I don't know if it'd be on everyone's Helium list, but it's definitely on mine. It's just a weird song. But that's number 19, The American Gene, 1992. And next up, number 18, is the sign-on track to the Magic City album, Vibrations. Basically just a straightforward rock banger. I'm surprised this wasn't a single. It just sounds like one. But this song's got like a spring afternoon feeling to it. The drums sound pretty good. They sound pretty dusty. Timony's vocals and their vocal pattern in the verses, very good. Like in the third one, where it goes, will we live beyond the farthest wave? The water is the darkest grave. Can you see beyond the farthest sign to the prophets as they wait in line? The way it sounds and goes in the actual song, very dope. My favorite part of the song, though, is that beat switch at 140 mark. It just really shows you like how well they were experimenting with different instruments in this album. And it almost sounds like it's a sample, but it's not. They built that themselves and just sounds really dope. Like the horns in that. Yeah. Vibrations on the Magic City. Great sign-in track. It does its job. Grabs your attention right as you hit the play button. So, Vibrations, again, number 18. Next up at number 17. Staying in the Magic City dimension. This is top 3 in the album for me. It's Aging Astronauts. This track is amazing. It's like some Stargazer theme music. Mary Timony is a big space nerd just like me, so once I heard this album, I was like, fuck yeah, all about it. Especially the first half of this album, that's all it is just nighttime spaced out music. This song, the most of all. And once that riff starts up, it sets the scene. Starry night, like in the middle of nowhere. The band chilling by that white 97 Taurus from the Leon Space Song video. There you go, there's your video treatment for the song. And it really just feels like a B-side to Leon Space Song. Yeah. The production is awe-inspiring. The electric pianos bring that cosmic spirit to life. Mary Timony's vocal performance just amplifies that feeling. Shit. Just. When that bridge comes in at the end, will we go on it till the end? I know it's coming, but I just don't know when. So dope, so good. The band really brought it on this track. This could have been a video single, like I said. Very good song at the Aging Astronauts, number 17. Okay, next up at number 16. Still staying in the Magic City dimension. Ancient Crime. Major league banger on the Magic City album. This song is devastating. I love the rhythm of this track, and especially more with how Timony writes the beat itself. Another reason why I love this song is because the opening riff on this song, it reminds me of the opening riff of Catastrophe Wife Boomerang Doll. People already know how much of a diehard Cat Bailen I am, so there's that. And Timony's background singing within the verses too sounds so good. The keys stand out on this track too, and I like how, the backing vocals are like on one part of the song, and then the keys like on the other part of the song. Like when you listen to it on headphones, sounds really dope. The quote I had on this track was, "From the way that you said it, I could tell that you lied." It's just simple but effective. Ancient Crime, this is just a song that'll get you off your feet. This goes in, the drums are good. The way Timony rides the beat, like I said, is best. So number 16, Ancient Crime in the Magic City. Alright, number 15, we're going to go back to the Dirt of Luck album with the top 5 song on the album for me, Medusa. This is another favorite of mine because in the context of the album, it stands out because it's got more of a dingy basement feeling. And Mary actually played everything on the song. Drums, guitar, bass. And she killed it in every stem on the song. The standout on this track for me is the chorus. The passion she sings that with and the riff along with it. It sends chills down my spine. No one alive today can see Mary in that chorus department. It just hits like a crash landing. Little kiss of death and things that die. And Medusa. Timony's charisma in these songs are so infectious. So, number 15, Medusa from the Dirt of Luck. Next up is number 14. It's gonna go back to 93 with their very second single after The American Gene on Pop Narcotic. Hole in the Ground. This song, the jump from this to The American Gene is some real improvement. This song was dedicated to a friend of the band that was killed in a murder-suicide case. Rest in peace to whoever that was. That's some terrible shit. But what a song to be remembered by, because Timony's pop sensibilities in this song hit like a ton of bricks. Once that beat comes in at 109, damn. Mary and Sean's chemistry on this song is so dialed in. Major salute to the king. He is a sick drummer. Needs to get more praise when it comes to this band. Yeah. Another infectious chorus in this song. Like, one of the more catchiest choruses ever, I think I would say. And when Mary shuts the song down with the "These are all the things I'd like to do" outro, oh my god, she killed that. I told y'all her pop game was dangerous. The best Timony voice again on this one, 93. Songs like this are why it doesn't compete with me how this band didn't blow up. Hole in the Ground is a bomb waiting to drop and explode into the mainstream. Hopefully one day that song will go viral. So that's number 14, Hole in the Ground from 93. Next up at unlucky number 13. Because how fitting is this song to be at number 13? And it's track 13 on the Ends With And album. Originally, the last track on the Super Bowl Plus EP. I Am a Witch. This is the Black Magic Lullaby. Once that riff starts up, that feeling just sets in immediately. Mary Timony singing in this song is so sharp, casting spells with her voice and shit. Like in this line right here. I'll make myself into a knife so that the closer I get, the more I'll take your life. The evil witch spirit is in full effect in this track. This song has no drums, it's just Mary Timony singing with the guitar, and she keeps a dope rhythm with this track. Then the chorus is just mesmerizing. I'm a witch, an ugly hag, a crown. I can never get enough of that. I always put this song on repeat. Then the riff that drops in after it is real dark and gloomy. Fits the vibe of the song perfectly. And I could see a video for this song. It's very visual. Somewhere out in a dark forest, Mary Timony by herself in a witch outfit, in the pissing rain, casting crazy spells and shit, singing this song out. That's my treatment video for this song. It's very visual. Mary Timony just has the talent to paint pictures with her words. So, that's my unlucky number 13, I Am a Witch, from the Super Bowl Plus EP. The next at number 12. Oh my god. This song, I can't say enough that I could get across how much this means to me. We're gonna go back to 92 for this one. Back to their debut single from Warp Records, The American Gene, in 1992. Termite Tree. To me, this is the best vocal performance Mary Timony has ever given in her career. And it's my second favorite vocal performance of all time. I love every part of this song. It's put together perfectly. The verses are just Timony and her guitar singing from the fucking soul in this track. Her performance on this, I just can't completely comprehend it. Then the beat drops at 132 and Termite Tree just becomes a pop rock face melter masterpiece. Sean gives his best performance on the Sticks 2 here. The drumming is crazy. Timony's voice in this track just hits me right on my soul. That chorus, oh my fucking god. You gotta be kidding me. This is how you really fucking sing. These singers nowadays need to listen to this and take some serious notes. Then when it drops back into the second verse, just Timony on her own again, singing that I got 2 eyes to see you. Most of the time, the way she sings that out in the song is... fuck. It's me right in the center. Mary Timony is singing from the bottom of her fucking heart in this track. So much passion and emotion in this performance she gives. It's emotional for me personally too. When that bridge comes in, the note she hits in that... you can hear in my voice how much this song means to me. I hope to God one day this song blows up like no tomorrow. This track is very cathartic for me. It's healing, it's therapeutic, and I've been through like a lot of unbelievable shit in my life. Been hurt a lot in my fucking life, and when I listen to this song, it just helps me process that and move on from it. I don't want to dwell on it too much and bring the mood down, but I said enough to get my point across how much it means to me. So, to everyone in the band, thank you for making that track and putting it on Ends with Anne. So, that is my number 12, Termite Tree, perfect song. Alright, now let's move up to number 11, a song that's a little more uplifting in a sense. But it's really just like the grimiest track Helium has ever made, and the heaviest song they've ever made. And it's a shame because this is the only song on my list from this record, and I love it. It's from their debut EP, Pirate Prude, from 1994. Baby Vampire Made Me. This is how you set off an album right here. When it drops in at 37 seconds, it was so hard. I turn this song up loud and blare it, because it's so noisy and chaotic. Mary Timony's guitars are right in the front of the mix. This is how I like my rock to sound. The heavier and the darker, the better. Nosferatu Timony is in effect with this track. From the poetry, just draining blood from necks, spitting out skull fragments. And the majority of Pirate Prude's lyrics are just about vampires, prostitutes, and unexplained, uncontrollable homicide. Listen to Triple X. I mean, that's really best about a prostitute biting everyone that comes into contact with her. But this is Baby Vampire Made Me. Still in that Nosferatu shit. The concept of the Pirate Prude EP is so creative. It's like if you sequence the album backwards, it plays out a story about this woman who turns to a prostitute from being an abuse victim and just starts just committing these unexplainable, uncontrollable homicides. Like in Triple X, I was explaining, and Baby Vampire, turning into a vampire, some crazy shit like that. It's very creative, and it's a real good reflection of where, Timony's head was at in '94. Just on that pissed off shit. But outside of that, there's a line in this song that's become one of my mantras in life. What's good for you isn't always good for me. Dead facts. Dead facts. I'd say that as Put Yourself First, cut out anyone or anything that's dragging you down, definitely applying to that in my life right now. The breakdown after the second chorus is dope, real mysterious and suspenseful, all that. Then it drops back in at 358 hard as a motherfucker. The riff switch when it comes back in, evil. The tritone sound is perfecto for me. My favorite sound a guitar can make. And that's my favorite Timony riff of all time. Devastating. The heavy, dark shit will always win for me. And I love the 434 mark of the track. They flip the track 180 degrees, transitioning from the loudest part of the song to the most laid-back part of the song. The Timony comes back in with the raspy falsettos that I love. And this song carries out nicely, just fading out, and it transitions perfectly to the next track on the album, which is Wanna Be a Vampire 2. So, Baby a Vampire Mamie. I wish I had more songs from Pirate Prude on here, but like I said, this was a hard list to make. Not everything can make the cut, but this is their heaviest song. It's their grimiest song. It's a great starter track for those that haven't heard this band. So, number 11, Baby a Vampire Mamie from 1994's Pirate Prude. Alright, now we're up to the top 10, and we're 21 minutes and 33 seconds into this, so if you're still listening to this, good fucking job. We're halfway there. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward to 1997 again, and go back to the Magic City album. And this is my favorite track on the record, Ocean of Wine. This is a pretty special song to me. I just love the feeling it gives. It's got the dreamlike, late night vibe to it. It's one of the most chilled out songs Helium has. Ash's bass in the verse is so damn good. And I love how, once again, Timony's vocal pattern follows the rhythm of the track. The strings throughout the song really emphasize that hypnotic nighttime setting. My favorite part of this song is the second half of it. Mary just starts leaving Earth when she sings here. Really going in on this one. The keys that come in at 239 and how Timony harmonizes with them perfectly is devastating. Mary is an artist that doesn't just sing over a song. She becomes one with the song and feels what she's listening to and feeds off of it. You can hear that in basically any song she did with this band, as well as her other projects too. XX is fire. I will review that Rips album pretty soon. The strings that come back in as she's doing that are, again, just hypnotic, and the Magic City album is crazy. All the experimentation they were doing with this record was very ahead of its time, even for 97. This could come out today and it would still sound new. I love Driving Home from Work bumping this track, after busting my ass. It's a great stress reliever, especially at night. Number 10, Ocean of Wine from the Magic City. Alright, number 9. Going back to 1995 to the Super Bowl Plus EP. I think this is one of Helium's most criminally slept on and overlooked tracks. Shit is crazy. Number 12, Elephant. Mary Timony's performance on this is unbeatable. Again, her vocal melody follows the rhythm of this song. She's done that a lot of times, but it's bested here, in my opinion. So catchy, even though verbally she really ain't saying a lot, no diss to that. It's all about how the words sound together with each other, and that's what makes it sound so dope. And the keys in that track, that shit is so dirty and fuzzy sounding. It makes me think of like an evil, I don't know, carnival carousel or something. And I love the outro too, because you get to hear the keys by themselves and the song fades out like that. So dope. I think Mary Timony needs to get more salutes out for her skills as a keyboardist, because Super Plus EP, she really shows out with that, and that's why I love that EP more. So, yeah, number 9. Number 12, Elephant. Very much gas. Next up at number 8, I said Elephant was underrated. This is another level. This is definitely their most criminally overlooked song. This is from 1994 on the Kill Rockstars compilation, Puffin' Stars. This is one of the Mary and Ash 4-track demos that they would record in her bedroom, and they would like to go under different names and all that. Like on the Kill Rockstars tracklist, this is labeled as Bird of Paradise. I say this is their darkest song because of how uncanny it is compared to the rest of their discography. The piano guitar dynamic in the verses and the production done to it is so weird and unsettling to some. Than Mary Timony's vocals in this. Oh god. So eerie, and they're so disembodied sounding. That then it will always be night. It will always be night. Oh, dear. That's so haunting. The beat switch in the chorus will fuck with your head. It'll make you think, what the hell is going on? The vocals get even more haunting in the chorus. Timony back in her falsetto element. It's got this apocalyptic nighttime feeling to it. And again, I think it's their darkest song and their most slept on. I love when artists go into a more experimental, dark direction that is just completely unexpected. That's what Mary and Ash did right here. So, number 8, Puffin' Stars, 1994. Don't sleep on this track. Alright, now up to number 7. Lucky number 7. Back to 1995 with this one. And the Super Bowl Plus EP. What institution are you from? My favorite track on the EP, as I just said. I can hear this song being played on some alternative airwaves, even today. 96.5 The Buzz, the station out here, they got this show called 90s at Noon. I can just hear this right in that show. Fat chance of that happening, but who needs the radio nowadays? Anyway, the song starts off right away with the chorus, and no surprise, it's an earworm. What institution are you from? Mary talks some dope shit in the right speaker as that's playing. Somebody just boasting her charisma in the right speaker when that's going on. When that verse drops in, again, Sean, the king, brutalizing the drums. Mary goes in and sings this song out like it ain't nothing. Every syllable she delivers with a lot of passion. Like when she goes, "You annoy me, I don't know why." The way she sings that with Sean switching up the drum pattern. Fuck. Insane. Those number 12 elephant keys, they're back again in this song. They just sound ridiculously dirty. Ash brings out a dope bass solo towards the end of the song, and it just keeps getting heavier and heavier until they cut it. Alright, that's number 7. What institution are you from? From the Super Bowl Plus EP. Now, number 6. Man. One of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Back into the Dirt Luck album, Honeycomb. This is like their Sky Full of Lighters singing this shit in unison at the end of a show theme song. Once that slide guitar comes in, we're all headed spellbound for 4.5 minutes. Mary Timony comes through with some of the most awe-inspiring vocals I've ever heard. How she delivers every word she says. There's using the voice to say words, and then there's using the voice as an instrument. Timony is using her voice as an instrument in this track 100%. Not only that, but the instrumental itself, one of the most amazing, beautiful pieces of music I've ever heard. Everything in this song serves its purpose and makes the track better and better. The pace, the structure, and the execution of everything in this song all put together makes out not just a song, but an experience. There's listening to songs, and then there's experiencing songs. Honeycomb is an experience. When that chorus comes in, hits me right in the soul, like almost on the same level that Termite Tree does. Again, that voice of hers just hits on a deeper level with me. Another thing about this song that hits home with me, the message in the song is too relatable. Been here in this situation too many times. Moral of the story, don't get attached to women that play hard to get. It'll fuck you up mentally and emotionally. Like the second verse goes, she'll tie you up so you can't move because you wait for it. I know all women are not like that. I'm not trying to generalize shit, but I'm speaking from personal experience, and that's why the song connects so deeply with me. It feels like a song that was made with me in mind. That's how much Honeycomb means to me. Every moment of this song builds up to a masterpiece. It's literally one of the most life-changing songs I've ever heard. I'm not exaggerating with that. They say that music is art. Songs like this are some of the examples. So, number 6 from the Dirt of Luck, Honeycomb. That's a song I think everyone should hear at least once before they die. Alright, moving up to number 5 now. I gotta hurry this up, it's getting late. Number 5 is going back to 1993. Back to their second single from Pop Narcotic. The B-side to Hole in the Ground, which is Lucy. It's a very rare thing when a song blows me back on first listen. First impressions leave a lasting impression, they say. This was the first song I heard on the Ends With An album, and I was hooked right away. And this is the song I would play for people if they've never heard this band, and I want to get them hooked on them. Even though it's 6.5 minutes, it goes by like 5 minutes. It's paced and structured perfectly. This song has some nice wordplay in it, well, especially with the first verse. Lucy said boredom is the biggest word she's ever heard. Lucy said I don't get it, and I said word. It's simple but effective. Then the chorus drops in. It goes hard as fuck. It will grab you by the ears and force itself right into your brain. It's one of the catchiest pieces of music sound I've ever heard. This is a track where Timony just blacks out in the studio and puts in all that she can give into this song. Her singing performance and guitar footwork transcend dimensions in this song. There's no holding back anybody in the song. Everybody puts in their all. Even in the breakdown at 402, Brian Dunn starts showing off what he can do. And he is a dope bassist too. You know, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. For the Beavis and Butthead watchers out there. Song starts getting really crazy at the 4:53 mark when it picks back up from the breakdown. Sean going off again on the drums. Mary starts going crazy with the guitar. When you think the band will start winding down towards the end of the song, nope, they start applying even more pressure and don't let you breathe for a second. Lucy does not show mercy for no one. Notes Timony starts hitting at the 5:39 mark are ridiculous. The entire second half of this song is out of here. And the song is heavy as a motherfucker. And Timony's pop sensibilities are at A+. If you want to be hooked on this band through one song, look up Lucy. It's sensory overload. Next up at number 4, we're going back to the Dirt of Luck again. This is the most unfairly overlooked song on the album. It's one of the best statements they make as musicians in the record itself. Towards the back of the album, it's "Oh, the Wind and Rain." Timony in this track, it sounds like she's channeling something from deep within when she sings in this song. Definitely in the verses, I will say. And the raspy falsettos that she adds into the background. The piano is something else. I always get hooked on that pre-chorus too, the "till I'm gone until I'm dead." But the guitar that comes after it, the ba-da-da-da-da, my shit right there. Then the chorus drops in, it hits like a 6-foot boulder, and again, Mary is just singing for her life in that chorus. The personality in her voice, when she belts that out, she sounds like super serious about what she's saying. Then the guitar solo and the outro carries out the song really nicely. I just blown away by this song. Everyone goes in with A+ game, but like I said, this song really needs to get more love because I don't really hear it mentioned. Alright, next number 3, or the top 3 finally. Still on the Dirt of Luck album. Damn, I love this song. It's Super Bowl. And this is one of the very first Helium songs that I went apeshit for. This song just gives me a really good feeling when I bump it. Brings back memories of when life was easier. But can songs really spark nostalgia for times before you found that music, you may ask? Yeah, I think so. For me, this song has like a major winter feeling to it, personally. This reminds me of back when Snow Days were the shit. I know y'all miss those. The chorus in this song is like the definition of bliss for me. Those recorder synths just hit me right in the soul. And I love playing that myself too, because the recorder preset on my synth sounds pretty close to the real deal in this song. Then there's that "I'm mad as hell." Yeah, that just really drives home the feeling this song gives me. Super Bowl, one of the most defining songs of my lifetime, I would say. Just gives me an amazing feeling, like I said, and it takes me back to more free will times. So that's my number 3, Super Bowl. Number 2 now. This song almost made number 1. It seriously almost did. But this song, we're gonna go back to 1994, and this appeared on the soundtrack to a movie called Half Cocked, and the song also appears in the end credits of this actual movie. The song I'm talking about is called Magic Box. Okay, I probably said it before, but Helium is helping me get through my darkest hour right now, and Magic Box, this song is so euphoric for me. It really helps me get through this shit. This song is poetry in motion. Mary Timony tells a story about having this magic box and how miraculous it is, but you won't get to see it because she don't even feel like it. For my money, at least in Helium, I think this is the best songwriting Mary Timony has ever laid down. This is her magnum opus in the Helium era, and even though it's only number 2 on my list, I would have to say I think this is the best song Helium has ever recorded and released. Again, this is not just a song to listen to, this is a song to experience. When that chorus drops, time stands still and I'm put in a trance. The passion Mary Timony sings it with. Oh my fucking god. Then the bridge at 251 when she starts whistling, it's so hypnotic. Then the beat switch in the third verse is devastating. Feels like you're just driving through like a pitch black thunderstorm or something. The drums get heavier, the riff switch is just really dark. And Mary adapts her vocal melody to the riff and it just comes off effortless. The feedback at the end of the song sounds like it came out of hell. I've been having fun learning this song on guitar lately. Mary Timony just gives the performance of a lifetime in the song. She's singing right from her soul on this track. And like I said, I think it's her best moment in Helium as a songwriter. It was very close to being number one, but there could only be one number one, and there's only one track that I think is deserving of it. But before I reveal my number one, I'll get into some honorable mentions real fast. Triple O from Pirate Prude. I thought it was 000, but I was wrong on that. Trixie Star from The Dirt of Luck, almost made it. Dragon number 2 from No Guitars. I love that song. That's a really strong honorable mention. Lady of the Fire, Golden Bridge from Ends with Ange. I know there's some songs that would be missing on a definitive Helium list, like Triple X and Leon Space Song. Don't didn't make the list. I love those songs to death. Don't get it the wrong way around, but these are my personal favorites. It's not like a definitive list. Anyways, what is my number one Helium song? I won't give any suspenseful introduction to it. I'll just blurt it out. Pat's Trick. Pat's Trick is my favorite Helium song of all time, and it's only right because it introduced me to them. In February 2021, I came across Beavis and Butthead watching the video. Then I had to look up the video for myself because it really interested me, and that became a moment in my life I will never ever forget. The song here, Mary dedicated it to her brother Patrick, hence the title. And the band just goes in on this shit like it's nothing. Timony's deadpan delivery peaks here. The way she pronounces every word is very unique and can only be connected to her. Nobody else sounds like this. This one is scrawny and looks like me because it's dirty, and I'm so dirty too. One of my fucking favorite lines ever, just all time. Love that. Still mark out when I hear it. The chorus is, more than legendary to me. Signature Helium chorus. Whenever someone hears this chorus, they'll know who it is. Then the bridge after the chorus. The soulfulness in her voice comes out through those doubled up vocals. It's hair-raising. Love playing this song on guitar too. Using a fuzz pedal, it'll capture the song's spirit like no other. And again, like I've said a lot of times, this song just gives me a good feeling every time I listen to it. It's one of the songs you can know me personally by most. I can play the music video out of my head, frame for frame, whenever I bump this. It's stuck in my memory for eternity. Number 1, Pat's Trick. To me, this should sit with like all the big time 90 Rocks classics that the whole universe knows about. Okay, that is it. Finally made it to the end. Still listening. Infinity salutes. Happy motherfucking born day to Mary Timony, the living legend with endless talents. Been in multiple different bands. Very diverse, creative artist. One of my personal goats, but that goes without saying. I always gotta give flowers to my musicians when they can smell them. And this band is so slept on, it pisses me off. The whole world needs to know about this band because Mary Timony has influenced more artists than you think. They deserve like mainstream recognition. I think the catalog is full of songs waiting to go viral. We went through 20 of them. So, long live Mary motherfucking Timony, Helium, or get the fuck out. Love XX2, Rips review, coming sometime soon. So, thank you for watching, or listening I should say. It took more than my mind is gone. I tried way too hard doing this. This took way too long, but I wanted to capture the feeling that these songs give me as much as I could. So, hope I accomplished that. I feel like my mind is gone today, so I'm just gonna sign off right now. So, Rezin 47 over and out. Peace.